don't know about you guys, but nature has a way of just pulling me farther and farther back into the backcountry. It knows that's where my soul belongs. So if you're an adventure seeker, somebody who wants to spend time outdoors, and you drag a lot of power items with you, that's where a product like the Jackery solar generator comes in. And today, we get to take a look at the new 1500 Pro. I used to have a hard time getting up here because it's pretty steep up there at the top. That ridge is incredible, but look at the road. It's been washed out. All that gravel from the road has gone off the side there. Whoa, it's a big one. Whoa. Okay, easy now. Whoa. So if you're building an overland rig or building something for weekend camping with the family and just need power that you can take inside of your home as home backup power, then take outside camping with the family while you guys are off on some nice, great adventure trips, and then take overlanding for a month in your Jeep or something, this is a perfect product for that. Over Christmas, I had the chance to give away some Jackery batteries that I had at the shop. So we gave away a 1000 Pro and a 2000 Pro to two amazing people. And I was really excited to find out that Jackery just released a brand new battery. So today I want to show you guys the brand new solar generator 1500 Pro. This battery has 1,512 watt hours of power. If you're more of an amp hours person, that's 43.2 amp hours. It's got an internal battery monitor system that protects everything: over voltage protection, short circuit protection, and even has 8 temperature sensors to make sure that this thing runs optimal all the time. Foldable solar panels can be attached to it. We'll get into that a bit later. And my dog likes to use the cases for the solar panels as his doggy bed. Just when I start getting everything set up out here, it's starting to rain. Welcome to BC's West Coast, where it rains all winter season. Getting solar right now is probably just a joke. What are we at here? We're pulling in 8 watts of solar, and that's it. I did the best I could to point it to wherever I thought the sun was. I don't even know. It's super cloudy all day. But anyway, guys, I got my hands on the brand new solar generator 1500 Pro from Jackery. And what an awesome unit that thing is. So the new Pro Series lineup is the best lineup they have. Why? Because they charge super fast. And that means a lot, especially as a nomad and you're running around and you don't got time to plug in somewhere for 8, 9, 10, 12 hours just to get your device charged back up. It's great to be able to pull in, plug in somewhere, and this thing will charge off of a wall power in 2 hours, which means if you're at the laundromat, into the wall, boom, 2 hours later, laundry's done, batteries are charged, and you're back on the road. The reason why we're going to cover charging first in this video is because that's the biggest question people have, is how fast do these things charge? If you're running it off of your vehicle while you're driving, so imagine you're out there on a great big road trip somewhere, this thing will charge in 16.5 hours off of the dashboard of your vehicle. So that's 3 good days of driving out there, exploring this amazing country. 16.5 hours, and that thing is back to normal, ready to use again. Perfect. And they have 200 watt solar panels that you can plug into these things as well. And running it, obviously an optimal solar, not on a cloudy, rainy day like today. One 200 watt panel will charge the Explorer 1500 Pro in 9.5 hours. If you get 2 of the 200 watt panels, it'll charge that up in great solar conditions in 5 hours. And the crazy thing is, I only have 1 panel with me today, but you can plug in 6 panels. 6! That's a whole freaking solar field out there, and charge that battery in just 2 hours in good solar conditions. That is what sets apart the Pro Series lineup from the other batteries in the Jackery series. I'm a big fan of these products. I've been using Jackery in my van for 5 years, and I've used every one of them that they have, starting off with the very first one, and I still have it, is the Explorer 240. And after 5 years of just every day kind of in and out use, maybe a half an hour here, 10 minutes there, hour there, that battery works just as good and runs just as long as it did the very first day I bought it. If you're buying a battery like this and you plan on using it for backup power at your cabin or at your home, and you charge this thing up and you stick it up on your shelf, when you go in there 6 months later, you don't want to grab the battery and go, "Ugh, it's dead. Why didn't we keep a maintained charge on it?" This battery here will last on your shelf if you put it up there at 100%. 472 days later, that battery will be at 80% state of charge. That's insane. You could forget about it for a whole entire year and boom, you still got tons of power, which is incredibly awesome. I think my fire is going out. These panels are really awesome. It's just one simple cable from the panel into the back of the battery, and that's it. Really, really easy. And if you're running multiples of these, they have these little junction boxes where you can run multiple panels into these boxes and plug them into the 2 DC inputs on the back of it. But these panels are awesome. They have a little fold-out thing here on the bottom, which allow you to adjust it, and there's an elastic on it, so it's at the perfect angle to get the best solar. We're putting this away because it's raining, and we ain't getting solar today. Running a solar generator versus running a traditional generator, there's a huge difference. One, you can use this without bothering your neighbors. It's quiet. It runs about the same noise as a fridge if you have something plugged in to the inverter side of this thing. So when you kick on the inverter has a little bit of a hum when you're pulling power out of it, but like a very quiet fridge. Unlike a traditional generator where you actually have to carry around gasoline in your vehicle, which is something that I haven't felt that I've wanted to do yet in my van life journey, is haul around a gas tank all the time so I can run a generator. Having this allows you to run super quiet without bothering any of your neighbors around you at all. Because I've parked beside people that run a generator at night, and it gets to be super, super annoying real quick. On the front of this thing, they have ways to charge just about everything you can imagine. It's got 3 standard wall plugs on the front of it. You simply push on the button and boom, you have power to anything that you need. Before I came out into the backcountry today, I had the chance to plug in a whole bunch of high-powered items into this battery while I was at my shop. People ask, can you run an induction cooktop, a small microwave, or a toaster oven? Yeah, you sure can. It pulls 1,535 watts and would run for 0.7 hours at a 78 or 79% state of charge. And are you out there building your van while you're traveling around? Can you run power tools off this thing? Can you build your van off a Jackery battery? Yeah, you sure can. That grinder pulls 400 watts. It would run for 3 hours at a 78% state of charge. That's a lot of van building work, my friends, and usually you're not running your power tools for 3 hours straight. But yeah, pretty awesome. And I decided, well, might as well plug in more things, so we plugged in the big shop vac. Normally you're not out there off the grid dragging around a big shop vac with you. Normally we would buy more power conscious items, but yeah, you can absolutely run high power things off of these Jackery batteries safely. Man, my van really needed a clean up for sure. Also has USB and USB-C, including a fast charge port here on the front, which is epic when you want to charge up a camera battery real quick and boom, you're back on the road. I'm getting smoked out over there. The screen display is awesome. You push that button and you can see everything. You can see how much power is in it, how much power is coming in, and how much power is going out. And that really, really helps when it comes to knowing how long you can run an item before this thing runs dead. So if you got a party going on and you're plugging in a bunch of speakers and a bunch of stuff in there, you can look down and say, all right, guys, we got 12 hours of party left and it's over. So having such a detailed screen display is quite awesome. Oh, she's getting wet. Should put her back in the van. All right. When you're buying an item like this, you want to know how long is it going to last before it's no good anymore. The 1500 Pro, after 2,000 cycles, will have 70% of its life left. So let's put this into perspective. A cycle is when you fill it full and drain it to empty. That's one cycle. Most people aren't doing that every day. We may be using 10, 20, 50% out of it. That's still not a cycle. We're talking from empty to full and back to empty. That is one cycle. So if you were to do that every single day, a full cycle after 2,000 days. So let's figure that out. 2,000 days, that's what? 5 years. 5 years of doing that much use every day, and that thing still has 70% life left. Pretty darn good, man. Like, after 5 years, I think you're moving on to more technology anyway. You're pretty much going to be done with one and you're moving on. I think that thing will probably outlive your want for adding more power to your van. And it does happen, my friends. As the years go on, what you think you use for power today is going to increase. So if you're looking at doing stuff like this to your vehicle, like buying a portable battery, usually go a little bit bigger than what you think you're going to use, because your power needs as years move forward in the van will just automatically increase. At least it did for me anyway. You might be different than me, but I was pretty power conscious at the beginning, and now, well, it just keeps going up. It just does. It comes with everything you're going to need right out of the box. All the power cables you need to charge it via your car charger or plugging it into the grid. And the cool thing is, these cables are universal now. That one you can buy at just about any store anywhere, any music store, any computer store, they sell those cables. Trust me, losing the old cables on the road when they were proprietary to just Jackery made it a bit of a pain in the butt. So having them universal now just makes traveling as a nomad so much more easier. Cuts that little bit of stress out. But these portable batteries are definitely for the person who doesn't want to fuss with big electrical systems in their vehicle. You literally push the power button and it turns on all the plugs. That thing has an 1800 watt pure sine wave inverter. It's got a USB-C with a 100 watt max, a USB-A with an 18 watt max, and it's just you turn it on and you turn it off. It's got a flashlight built in with a bit of SOS in there. The screen displays are super simple to use. And also too, if you have anything that runs off of one of those standard old cigarette lighter plugs, you got that option on here too. It plugs right into the front, right there. Super, super simple to use. Not a bad place to go out and film a video like this. Enjoy some food in front of the campfire. But if you guys want to grab yourselves one of these batteries, they're on sale right now for 15% off from January 16th to January 31st, 2023. They have some giveaways, as clearly you can see on screen. I'll leave the links down below to Jackery, and if you're into grabbing any technical information on these products, all of it is on their website. I'll leave the links down below. But if you want to screenshot some of these ending screens, I left some of the technical data on here. This is the stuff I don't really want to go into because it doesn't really interest me much. When I see numbers, I get confused and I'm like, I don't care. Does this thing work? And can I power high power items on it? And can I drain it and recharge it super quick? So screenshot all that stuff if you want to know. But Jackery, thank you for sending me out another amazing product in your lineup. These guys have been a 5-year sponsor on this channel, and I really honestly think they make a good, solid product. Thanks for watching, you guys, and hopefully this will help your off-grid adventures, and I will see all of you on the next one.